Hey everybody, this is Sim, your crypto CPA from the Lone Star State here at Akif CPA. So, we've been discovering this new ecosystem, Bittensor TAO a lot. We've been getting a lot of clients from that ecosystem. That ecosystem is so unique. So we're going to do a 4-part series. First of all, identifying the different types of participants that are in the system. We'll detail out what exactly those participants need to do their taxes right, to make sure that they can enjoy their TAO earnings. So go to taostats.io. That's a website that I visit quite a bit to look at different subnets. There's just so much innovation going on in this ecosystem. In the TAO's ecosystem, you have basically 3 types of participants. You have the ones that are just traders and investors. Sure, you're actively making money, but in the eyes of the IRS, it's not considered as a business. Whereas miners and validators, those are completely codified. The IRS and the Department of Treasury treats these as a business. So anything and everything that you do, even the staking that you do, that is considered as active income. And then you have the subnet owners and the companies. They are basically part of the TAO's ecosystem. These are companies that actually are running an official business. And then miners and validators are coming in and be propping up their business. Again, if you are a trader validator or an investor or miner validator or even a company, anytime you have an account with a centralized exchange starting in January 2026, you're going to be receiving a 1099 DA. The first thing you need to make sure is your accounting settings is correct in these centralized exchanges. At the same time, anything and everything that is coming from a self-custody wallet, you need to ensure that you go into these centralized exchanges and you pick the right cost basis and the timing. Otherwise, you're going to get this 1099 DA that is going to be wrong in January 2026, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's go to self-custody wallets. If you want to do your own tax and accounting, you should certainly use some of these third-party tools, but you need to know how all this works. Some of these third-party tools don't have any integration with TAO whatsoever. So then you need to use Python or other means to extract all the transactions. And again, this is the holy grail. Make sure you have a full data set. Pick your HIFO, FIFO, LIFO. Don't change it year to year because that's something that you don't want to play with. Categorize your transactions properly and then generate reports. But again, it is much easier said than done. So if you are in the TAO's ecosystem, there's a lot of manual adjustments that you need to make. Just to let you know, there's a possibility. Last year, you reported some of these earnings wrong. So 3 years is when, at a minimum, the IRS closes your books on that particular year. If there is understatement or overstatement by 25%, it's 6 years. And if you have not filed your taxes, then it's forever. Please file your taxes. Make it easy. Crypto amendments. Yeah, crypto amendments, they're not that difficult. Trust me. Make sure you have the final information at hand. You have the final crypto income figures. You have the final capital gains and losses. Schedule D is correct. 8949, if you report all those are correct. And again, do not forget this. Who have been in the TAO's ecosystem prior to 2025, you're probably going to need to do an FBAR filing, ladies and gentlemen. What a 1040X amendment looks like. You redo your 1040, then you have a 1040X. You give an explanation at the bottom right here as to what's going on. You'll have your original reported numbers, you have the net change, and then you'll see if there was a change in tax liability. But again, all of that, make sure you do all your figures correctly. All right. Thank you so much. And then I'm going to get to the part 2, 3, and 4, which, depending on which type of trader, investor you are, miner validator, or subnet companies, you need to watch those videos. All right. Thank you so much.